The spotlight has become too intense for the WNBA, and I think that's at the center of everything happening right now. A lot of players believe they deserve higher salaries, charter flights, and every benefit that comes with being part of a successful professional league. They want all the rewards that come from having millions of people paying attention to the sport. But at the same time, they seem to believe they can have all of that without accepting the reality that comes with it: the fans. More specifically, they don't seem to want the new audience that has arrived. They'd rather keep the small, niche fanbase that supported the league before Caitlin Clark came along. They want the growth without everything that naturally follows it. Now, obviously, the Caitlin Clark situation brings its own unique dynamics to the WNBA. But if we're just talking about fan culture, online debates, criticism, and passionate discussions, none of this is unusual. NBA fans criticize players, coaches, teams, and even each other every single day. Fan bases argue constantly. That's part of professional sports. Yet somehow, WNBA players often act like this level of scrutiny is something completely different. Players get caught up in online drama, respond emotionally, play the victim, and make situations even bigger than they need to be. The reality is, they aren't handling the pressure that comes with being in a major professional league. What they fail to recognize is that none of the new opportunities they're enjoying because of Caitlin Clark would exist without the massive wave of fans she brought to the sport. That brings me to something Sophie Cunningham recently said about joining the Indiana Fever and playing alongside Caitlin Clark. I think her comments apply to much more than just that team. They describe the entire league. Before we get into it, thanks for being here. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We've got a lot to cover. When Sophie was asked whether she expected the attention surrounding Caitlin Clark to be this overwhelming, she explained that she'd already experienced playing alongside stars like Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner in Phoenix, where crowds and media attention were already huge. She thought she was prepared. Then she admitted that joining the Fever was on a completely different level. According to her, it's times a million. She said there's simply no way to fully prepare for that amount of attention. She also mentioned that some players have struggled with the pressure. Every move gets analyzed. Every comment gets discussed. Every mistake becomes a headline. That's difficult for anyone. But what stood out was how she viewed it. Instead of seeing all those eyes as a burden, she saw them as an opportunity. An opportunity to be herself, inspire people, grow as a player, and build her personal brand both on and off the court. She also talked about being excited to play with Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston, seeing it as a chance to improve her own career rather than something to fear. Honestly, she nailed it. Some people criticize Sophie Cunningham for openly talking about building her brand, but I don't understand why. If she's a good teammate and contributes on the court, why should anyone be upset that she's also taking advantage of opportunities off the court? That's exactly what professional athletes do. And I think her comments highlight a much bigger issue. Some athletes simply aren't built for the brightest spotlight. Every sport has players who shrink under pressure. We've all seen athletes who don't want the ball in the biggest moments or disappear when expectations become overwhelming. That's what I believe we're seeing across much of the WNBA right now. Yes, there are other factors involved: jealousy, insecurity, race, media narratives, personal rivalries, and everything else that gets discussed around the league. Those things absolutely exist. But beyond all of that, I think many players just weren't mentally prepared for this level of attention. Sophie Cunningham acknowledged that it's challenging, but she immediately followed it by saying what an incredible opportunity it is. That's the mindset that separates people who thrive from those who struggle. Go out there, be yourself, connect with fans, be someone people enjoy rooting for. Great things can happen. She recently announced a partnership with Adidas, and opportunities like that don't happen in a vacuum. They happen because the league has more visibility than ever before, and a huge part of that growth came with Caitlin Clark. That's what so many players still don't seem to understand. Every benefit comes with trade-offs. It's similar to actors or musicians who say they don't enjoy fame. Maybe they truly don't. But fame is often the price that comes with massive success. You can't ask for all the rewards while rejecting everything that makes those rewards possible. The same applies here. If players want million-dollar salaries instead of six-figure contracts, if they want charter flights instead of commercial travel, and if they want the league to continue growing financially, then they need more fans. And more fans mean more opinions. Real sports fans are passionate. They criticize. They debate. They disagree. They're emotional. That's how sports have always worked. Not every player is going to like what fans have to say. Instead of constantly searching social media, responding to every negative comment, and creating even more controversy, maybe the better approach is to embrace the moment. Take advantage of the opportunities. Focus on basketball. Build your brand. Be someone fans actually enjoy supporting. If players approach this situation that way, the positives would far outweigh the negatives. Clearly, there's still a disconnect in the league. Yes, there are bigger issues involved, but at its core, this is about adjusting to brighter lights. Success brings pressure. Success brings criticism. Success also brings incredible opportunities. If you handle those things the right way, the spotlight really isn't something to fear. Anyway, that's where I'll leave it. I just found Sophie Cunningham's comments especially interesting because when she talked about players who struggled with the attention, it made me realize this isn't just an Indiana fever issue. It feels like much of the WNBA is experiencing the exact same thing. Even players outside of Indiana are now dealing with a level of attention they've never experienced before. Some seem to resent Caitlin Clark because of the spotlight she brought, even though that same spotlight has created countless new opportunities for the league and its players. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.